Hello and welcome, everyone. Welcome to Leadership Insight, where today it's about mastering collaboration, becoming an influential team player. Don't forget to like and subscribe from whatever platform you are watching us from. We thank you for taking time out to watch. And we know that you will receive something on today that you need. Again, welcome everyone to Leadership Insight. It's all about mastering collaboration in our fast paced, interconnected work environments. The ability to work well with others is not just an asset, but it's necessity. Gone are the days that we could just work in our own silos. Now, granted, I do know that there are some occupations out there where you do work in a silo. However, when we're talking about workers, when we're talking about leadership, leaders are looking to make sure that you can work well in a team environment. And so this is a must have, must be able to do. Whether you are seeking to lead a project, manage a team, or advance in your leadership roles, being collaborative and influential team player is a key. Now, last week we talked about strength. It was about leadership, but strength and struggle, empowering career women to overcome in tough times. If you missed it, please go back and watch it. Again, make sure you go back and check that out. We broke it down into three sections: mental resilience, strategic adaptability, and purpose driven action. Go back, check that out. Now, today we're exploring how you can enhance your collaboration skills, even when it comes to a challenging team dynamic, and to be able to position yourself as an indispensable member of any organization. We'll begin with a story that's going to underscore the importance of collaboration and leadership. We're going to delve into some practical strategies for effective teamwork and then wrap it up with a summary of some key takeaways. Today's 3 points: building relationship with intent, communicate with clarity and confidence. And then our third point is align with management's vision. Let's do a quick roll call. Whether you're catching us live, whether you're catching us from a replay, let us know that you are here. Tell us your name, where you're tuning in from. If there is anything that is resonating with you, let us know that as well. If ever you're like, Sparkle Joy Coach Miranda, you know what? Why do they do this? Again, in terms of leadership. Or maybe you're like, I went on and I had an interview and I wasn't selected. This is the second or the third one. What am I doing wrong? Let's talk about it. Let us know and let's see what we can do for you. Now, I'm going to tell you a story about Rachel. Rachel found herself in an odd stage in her career. You know how when you're first starting a career and you just got hired, you are super enthusiastic. You are putting your best foot forward. Now, let's fast forward a couple years into your career. Sometimes you are still super excited. I lost a couple of you because a couple of you out there are like, yeah, no, that wasn't me. I wasn't super excited. I was looking for another job or I was miserable. So hopefully this is going to also resonate with you. Rachel, initially, she had enthusiasm, she had confidence, but at a certain point, it started to wear off, and she would really start waking up. Is it me? What's going on? Hey, I am not feeling the same. Rachel was skilled. She was ambitious, probably just like you. And she struggled to effectively be able to collaborate with her team. She felt disconnected. And how many of you out there are feeling disconnected? You are showing up to work, but when you're showing up, your body is there. You remember that song? Your body is here, but your mind is on the other side of town. And so you have shown up to work, but you are thinking about what are you doing after work? What are you purchasing from a grocery store? Where are you shopping at? So if that's you sticking, we have some strategies for you. Rachel felt disconnected. Often you could hear Rachel disagreeing with her teammates and sometimes her manager. She started to retreat into her own work. She took this motto, me, myself, and I. I'm just going to only worry about me. I don't care about anybody else. I don't care about this team. I'm just going to worry about me. Thinking that her individual contributions would be enough to carry her forward. And how many of you out there are saying, that's how I feel. I feel like I am doing my job. I'm not doing his job. I'm not doing her job. I am doing my job. And I'm doing my job well, but why haven't I gotten promoted? Why hasn't it happened for me? And I do need you to take a step back and I need you to start thinking, how is your team collaboration? What are you saying to other team members? What are you saying to management? How is your true team collaboration? And are you that person out there saying, I can work with anyone but him? I can work with anyone but this person. Oh, and I don't really care to work with Sally either. How do I know this? Because I coach you all. And I've been in leadership for long enough that I've heard all of the stories. And despite Rachel's best efforts, her career was pretty much at a standstill. Thank you, Rachel, for doing a great job, but we're not going to promote you. Now, you know, they ain't say that, but that's what they say. She wasn't being considered for promotions or any leadership roles, and she couldn't understand why. It wasn't until her mentor got real with her. Her mentor pointed out the gap, and that gap was in her collaboration skills or lack thereof. Rachel began to see the bigger picture. Now, it took a lot for her mentor to say, listen, Rachel, your collaboration skills aren't where they need to be. Some of you, if your mentor said that, you're going to be in your feelings. I have plenty of videos. Please go through my playlist so we can help you out. For Rachel, she began to realize, you know what? If I do want to succeed, I am actually going to have to collaborate. I am actually going to have to show myself friendly to a degree. We're not saying that you have to be out there being everybody's friend at every moment. However, there is a skill set when it comes to collaboration. And don't just think, I can just be friendly today when you haven't been friendly the past 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, dare I say 20 years? No, okay. I just threw the 20 years in there. But I want you to understand because some people think that you can just show up tomorrow morning or whenever, and you can just be friendly, and people are just going to accept. This is the new and improved Rachel. There are strategies, there are time processes and things that need to also happen. Do not give up if you're falling into the mindset of, listen, I haven't been friendly in a long time, Sparkle Joy Coach Miranda. And now you telling me I need to collaborate and be friendly? Just hang in, continue to watch this video. And if you need more, feel free to reach out to me. And if not me, another certified coach. Let's go ahead and jump on in. Now that you understand the importance of collaboration and how it can be a career, when you don't collaborate, this can be a career breaker. You saw through Rachel's story how important collaboration can be Now, we also want you to be an influential team member. And even if you don't always feel connected with the people around you or feel like you're connected with your team, or even if you don't always feel like you agree with management, there are things that you can still do to show that you are a team player and that you do want to collaborate. Let's move to our first point: build relationships with intent. For some of you, this may be a little bit intimidating, and I'm going to say push through your fear, push through your intimidation. You have plenty to offer because a lot of times people don't want to build relationships because sometimes you don't feel like you have anything to offer. And this could be the farthest thing from the truth. To become a valuable member of any team, first, you need to start to establish relationships with a purpose. Stop waiting for someone else to establish a relationship. And yes, I'm talking to you. Yes, you, the person that's watching this video right now. I need you to establish relationships with a purpose and don't wait for your team to do it, your team lead. Don't wait for your supervisor to do it. Doesn't matter what position you are in, there is a way to start. This entails getting to know your coworkers on that deeper level and not just being, hi, good morning. Hi, good morning. Here's the next day. Hi. Okay, this time you need to say good morning. And on Friday, have a good weekend. If this is the extent of your conversations, I am really talking to you. And even if your conversations are a little bit further advanced than this, I am still talking to you. So you do want to get to know your coworkers on a deeper level. Recognize their working habits, their shortcomings, and their talents. Doesn't mean that you're going to go broadcast them, but you need to recognize them. Seeking methods to assist them and convey the sincerest interest in their accomplishments. Sometimes that's just more than just a congratulations. Sometimes when you're singing congratulations to someone, maybe go that step further and explain why you're congratulating them. Explain how excited you are for them. Tell them how impressed you are that they achieved whatever that particular milestone is. Obviously, this type of conversation doesn't go in every instance, but when you can take a step further, take a step further. This deliberate relationship building can develop bridges where obstacles formerly stood. Even if you don't necessarily feel that there's a natural connection to your colleagues, these are still good things to be able to start to do so that it does not feel so foreign to you. Now, if you have always struggled with relationship buildings, or if relationship building is truly an awkward thing for you, work with a coach so that they can help you to get to the point that it's a little bit more fluid. Now, why is this important for promotions? When decision makers consider candidates for promotions, they are looking beyond just technical skills. They want leaders who can bring teams together, foster collaboration, and create a positive work environment. By building strong relationships with your colleagues, you are going to be able to demonstrate your ability to lead through influence and connections. These are key traits that are highly valued in leadership positions. For those who build and maintain strong relationships, they are often seen as go to individuals for new opportunities and leadership roles. Our second point: communicate with clarity and confidence. The key, the foundation of any successful partnership is effective communication. Truth be told, Effective communication is not just something you wake up and you're just like, I am the master. No, it takes work, lots of work. And not only does it take work when it comes to family, significant others, and things of that nature, it takes work at work. It's not just about talking anymore. It's about ensuring that your message is clear, it's concise, and it's also delivered with confidence, with your held high. You also need to make sure that your messages are conveyed again in this succinct manner, whether you're pitching a maybe it's a concept to management or you're leading a team meeting. Your ability to clearly communicate your ideals and keep them in line with the group's objectives will make you stand out. And this doesn't matter whether you are a introvert, whether you are a closeted one, whether you are like, listen, I am all the way in the basement introvert. There are also methodologies and processes that if you're working, again, doesn't have to be with me, but if you're working with a coach, you can overcome some of them. And it's important to know I'll speak for myself. And this is actually, if you see a lot, there's a lot that's changing in the world because you could be sitting here saying, Sparkle Joy Coach Miranda, you don't understand. I am an introvert. And you know what I'm going to tell you? So am I. And I am so introverted. You wouldn't know that unless you probably got to know me. And you'd be like, oh, she wasn't lying. But I have learned there are techniques, there are things that you can do. I now deem myself an introvert that knows how to operate in an extrovert world. There are things that you can do. Do not think that just because you are introverted, because you get energy from being by yourself or having downtime and having quiet time and being away from people that you can't too stand in front of them with confidence, delivering a clear message because you can. Work with someone. Don't continue to waste time if you don't know how to do something. Get help and work with someone. Again, whether you're pitching a concept, doesn't matter. Whatever you're doing, we need you to do it well. We need you to do it with confidence. Engage in active listening. Probe for clarity in your understanding. And I also want you to be able to remain receptive to criticism. I need you to remain receptive to feedback. I need you to remain receptive to annoying comments. I need you to remain receptive to things that you don't wanna hear. Okay, I think you got the point. You got the point. You got the point. By doing this, you'll cultivate an environment of openness and trust with your team, in addition to enhancing the caliber of your interactions. When it comes to promotions, again, your communication skills are under the microscope. Leaders must communicate not just with their teams, but across the whole entire organization. They are watching you. How well are you communicating? Our third point, align with management's vision. Some of you are misaligned in your organization. And if you're misaligned in your organization, you're going to have a hard time probably swallowing what I'm going to say about being aligned with management's vision. That's a whole different conversation. However, you need to understand this concept. We still all need to understand this concept. And if you are misaligned with your organization, get with me, get with a coach so that you can be in an organization where you are in alignment. And that is going to produce the best results in your work. Lastly, even though you don't always agree with management's decisions, it's imperative that you collaborate with them successfully, regardless if you always agree or not. Align yourself with the organizational's general vision and goals rather than dwelling on whatever disparities they are showing. It's about framing your ideals and concerns in a way that advances the larger goals, not stifling them. You always still want to think about what your organization's mission is. What is the vision as you're doing the work? Because there is a symmetry there. There is a connection that is important. It's about framing your ideals and concerns in a way, again, that's advancing those goals. Seek input from your supervisors proactively and look for methods to match your contributions with management objectives so that you help the team succeed. Your influence inside the company will rise dramatically if you can skillfully and strategically handle these types of relationships. Aligning with management's vision is particularly important when seeking promotions because it shows that you are not just a team player, but you are someone who understands and supports the organization's direction. And this is key for leadership positions. Management looks for leaders who can execute their vision and bring along others in that journey. When you demonstrate that you are aligned with the strategic goals of the organization and can work effectively with management, you position yourself as this valuable asset. And that is definitely what we want for you all. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. Our key points for today. We began by discussing the importance of collaboration with Rachel's story, which highlighted how mastering this skill can be the difference between career stagnation and career success. We want success for you. We explored three essential strategies for effective teamwork: building relationships with intent, communicating with clarity and confidence, and aligning with management's vision. Remember, collaboration is not just about working together. It's about becoming a leader who can influence, inspire, and elevate those around you. As you continue to develop these skills, you're going to be able to navigate complex team dynamics and foster a collaborative environment, which is going to shine and it's going to be a great asset in your career journey. I always end with a quote. True leadership shines when we uplift others. Collaboration isn't just working together, it's the key to unlocking our collective potential and driving meaningful change. Please don't forget to like and subscribe from whatever platform you're watching us on. Thank you for your time today. Let's go out there and start mastering collaborations to become influential team players in all of our respective roles. Join me next week for more incredible insights. You deserve nothing but the best. It's my goal to ensure that you move to your next level. Let's take your career to new heights together.